Hello, my name is Shosu Song, and I'll be talking about Almost Maine. This is my ticket, which I went on a Sunday at 2 p.m. I pretty much enjoyed this play, and it was romantic comedy, and several acts involving different situation of the characters were pretty cool because they're being from heartbroken and from being loved again, and from each character that they were showing, I thought the performances were very phenomenal for each person of the character. And I felt like for myself and for the audience, I thought we were all embedded into the storyline, giving them a sense that we're in the story, we can feel it, and we can really understand what the play is all about. I thought that was really interesting and cool. And within the play, they had a few scenes that were unfortunate events and some positive events, which that was really interesting to see. And I also was motivated by the atmosphere of the play because, as for myself, I love art and interior, although I'm a psychology major. And the background and the northern lights of that stage, and how the lights and the artwork were all interchanging for each scene to fit a specific environment of that play. And that was really cool to watch. And a scene that I'm going to be specifically picking from is from scene 2. And as I can recall, their names were Jimmy and Sandrine. And there were two estranged lovers from long ago, and they see each other unexpectedly at the bar. And at the bar, Sandrine makes a repeated attempt to get away. And I feel like from that point, I felt like Sandrine and Jimmy both had identity compromised. And Jimmy's identity was compromised because his identity when he was talking to Sandrine was very happy, emotional. I love you, I missed you, it's been a long time. I thought that was cool. But once his tattoo got revealed, his true identity of how he really felt, who he was revealed. And he was a villain. And his true identity was sorrow and sadness inside and worthless. And he wasn't portraying that until his tattoo was experienced and shown and displayed and caught by Sandrine. And that's how he compromised his identity. And not only that, but Sandrine also compromised her identity because it seemed like she wasn't really happy to see him. And Sandrine had a lot of things going on in that time, like seeing her friends, her girlfriends at the main bar, and she really had to go. But Jimmy would block her from leaving. All these excuses, making a conversation, buying a drink. And I thought that was very interesting because Sandrine definitely wanted to leave, but she compromised her identity to show that I'm really happy to see you. It's been so long, and they're catching up, and the conversation's really compassionate and well. But that's not her true identity. Her true identity relies on someone else, and I thought that was really interesting. And from the beginning, I thought that the identity of Jimmy was already expressing his thoughts and feelings. Because from the beginning, he was drinking 3 to 4 beers by himself. And that right there is a sign that he had some sadness or sorrow. Because who likes to drink beer by himself at the bar? I mean, I go to bars, but I don't like to drink 4 beers by myself. And that right there was a clear sign and an indication. So that was scene 2, which I thought was a very interesting play and a scene. And I thought that overall, this play had some pros and cons to it. And some of the pros were it kind of related to our life and our real life as in now because of the environment that they were in, that Jimmy and Sandrine were in, which was the bar scene with alcohol consumption. And usually in that type of setting, sexual desire, arousals are expressing, and usually that's the main goal. And Sandrine didn't really catch that, it seemed like. And I thought that was very interesting, that she didn't really know what was really going on in that situation. And the environment of that bar scene itself made Jimmy much more outgoing and self-centered to express himself to Sandrine of how he truly felt about her. And once he truly did, Sandra just unloaded and it went downhill from there, and Jimmy just got more depressed. And I thought how they compromised our identity was really interesting, because that can relate to our life. Because when I meet certain people, I act a certain way, and when I'm in school or in other areas, I act differently. And that's all because of the environment of where I am and how I do things. And that kind of related to Jimmy and his situation and how he proceeded certain things in that play and scene. And I hope you enjoyed my discussion about Almost Maine.